Hey everyone, Richard Taylor here. We've got some Final Cut Pro news today about the summit. There's a couple of things I want to go over, possibly something you might not know yet. We know the dates have changed. However, that's not what I'm going to talk about today. So let me see here what's going on. There we go. Checking on one thing. Let me just see if we are... That's interesting. So yeah, there's an issue on some of the places that I normally post, but I will be, I will be posting everywhere I normally do eventually. Let's see what's going on here. So one of the things we know, the summit has been scheduled. The dates have changed. They were, let me just get up there real quick. Typically, they've been Friday through Sunday, but they changed last time, so let me see. Let's go live. But this time they've changed now to Thursday through Saturday. Let me see if that's available yet. Just want to check. It is not. Very interesting. So the dates have changed. They're now November the 7th through the 9th, Thursday through Saturday. They typically were Friday through Sunday. So that's going to be an interesting schedule now. Since it starts on Thursday, what happens? Do we go see Apple on Thursday? What about the mixer on Saturday night? People will probably be going home now on Saturday night. So let's see. I'm just going to check one thing real quick. Yep, it's not there. Okay, that's fine. So anyway, November the 7th through the 9th, but what's going to happen to the schedule? Well, that's what I'm going to be talking about today. Some of the things that might be changing in the schedule because they changed from Thursday through Sunday. From Friday through Sunday to Thursday through Saturday. So the schedule, I'm going to first go over what we normally typically do. So let's look at that. I'm going to pull up this promo video. So we're going to be at the Juniper again. That is definite. Juniper Hotel is a very, very nice place to go, to have the actual Final Cut Pro Creative Summit. This is the biggest Final Cut Pro event in the world. This is the Juniper Hotel lobby. There's Philip Hodgetts, Ian Anderson. Hey, look at my friend, Jeff Greenberg. I met him last year on Thursday. We were there early. And look who else showed up. John Cleese was there. Now, obviously, John Cleese was not there for the Final Cut Pro Creative Summit. He just happened to be in the hotel the same weekend. Here's a shot of the lobby. There's Chris Fenwick. Some other people. Now, last year we went on a bus. Okay, so we went on the bus to a country club on Friday for the keynote. So there we are walking up to the country club and entering there. But this year there's not going to be a bus trip from what I can understand. One of the things you have to realize is that the Final Cut Pro Creative Summit can change. There's things that can change about it. So even though I'm talking about these things that are going to be probably happening, there's no guarantee. They've already changed the date once. So it might be They might change again, but for right now, this is what's happening. So let's go back. So here we are going in. This is the country room, the club room we had lunch at last time for the keynote. The keynote has a special speaker.
So I've got some hard drives
last year
here.
it was
Usually this is
Justine.
what I back up everything my current projects on, and then I'm so into this Final Cut server because like we need to talk because I definitely have a problem. But I edit everything off of little solid state drives because when I'm at home I have an iMac Pro that I edit on, so I'm never usually at home long. So I just need to like pop these drives in. I've got another one here. It's messy. But you know what? I mean, this is what works for me, and I can tell you what I do know where almost all of the files are that I need.
The main building, it is.
We also went to the Apple Spaceship campus. I presume we're going to go there again this year. This is the cafe they have over there where you can get coffee. Typical like Starbucks coffee. This is after we visited the Spaceship campus, we headed over to Apple HQ where we got a presentation from the Apple team. Now, I can't show you any of that because you can't film that or anything. This is afterwards. We got hands-on with the latest version of Final Cut. Last year, there's Chris Fenwick. Last year, it was, I believe, 10.4.4 when they added a bunch of features. This year, I'm expecting 10.5 to be there. There's no guarantee that's going to happen. There's Steve Martin, Mark Spencer, of course. They typically present there. And then after we go to Apple HQ, we head over to, you're on dinner, you get your own dinner after you visit Apple campus. You get dinner wherever you want to. There's a lot of restaurants around the Juniper, lots of restaurants and things. So there's plenty of opportunity to get dinner after we go see Apple. We will take a bus to Apple. So then the Expo Night happens on Friday. Expo Night is a catered event. They have food, they have drinks. There's Brad, there's Jeff, two of my friends. There's Sam as well.
I showed him some basics of Final Cut Pro, and he started editing on his own. And he's never stopped. He still does it.
What do you think about Final Cut Pro?
Well, I love it.
So those are a couple of friends that I've met. Those are the Ropers. They come down from Northeast, I believe. I think that's where they come from. So that's kind of like what you kind of expect. Now, there's one more little bit. I'll show you what a classroom looks like. This is a typical classroom for the sessions they have all day, 2 days. Now, 2 days used to be Saturday and Sunday. That's changed this year because now we're going Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So how's that going to change the schedule? This is what I think is going to happen right now. So typically, Friday, like I showed you, we had the keynote, then we go to Apple Park, and then Apple Park and Apple HQ. Then we have the Expo Night. That's a typical way on Friday. Saturday, you have sessions all day. And then Saturday night, we had a mixer last year. The mixer is just a gathering in the hotel bar area. They had trivia last year. Jeff Greenberg was in charge of that. Questions, Apple questions. They had different teams that built up. And that's what they had last year. And then Sunday was more sessions all day sessions. So what's going to happen this year? Well, this year we have a new element. That's going to be Thursday. So Thursday is probably going to have sessions, going to have Sundays. The ones that were typically on Sunday are probably going to be moved to Thursday. So Sunday has been eliminated. No more Sunday. Gone. So that leaves something for Saturday night. Last year we had the mixer on Saturday night. But people are probably going to be leaving on Saturday because that's the last day of training. So the mixer very possibly can happen on Thursday night. And then Saturday will just be, it will end after the last session on Saturday. If people are hanging around, of course, they can go ahead and get together if they want to for dinner, whatever, Saturday night. But there probably won't be any specific Future Media Concept event on Saturday night. So that leaves the main anchor of the event is going to be Friday. That's still going to be the keynote in the morning. And then it's going to be visiting Apple campus and perhaps the spaceship campus, the Apple HQ where the team is, and then the spaceship campus probably on Friday. That's the anchor day. That's not going to change as far as I know. That's going to stay the same. Saturday is going to be the last day of the sessions. So Thursday and Saturday are sessions day. Friday's staying the same. It's Apple Day and the keynote day. Now, they haven't announced who's going to be the keynote speaker yet. They haven't announced the schedule. You can presume there's going to be a lot of the same people that have been there before. A lot of the big names will be there, I'm sure. Some new stuff. The keynote speaker, I have no idea who that's going to be. That, of course, will be very interesting. But if you have any questions, type them in there. You can go to Future Media. Let me see. Here's the actual website. FCPXCreativeSummit.com. That's where you want to go to find out more. They have the pricing up already. One of the things you can get with your pricing is, let me pull this up. There's an alumni discount for one thing. If you've attended any Final Cut Pro events in the past, you'll be able to get a discount. And also, let me pull this up. You can get another discount by using the FCPX Summit discount code, FCPX Radio 19. Just enter that in the coupon code and you'll be able to get $100, 10% discount code. So if it's $900, you get $90 off. If it's $100, you get $100 off. So that's the other issue where you can save some money. And now that price, the price is on, let me see, Creative Summit here. The prices on the Creative Summit are, I believe they're $9.95. So there's the discount. Register now. You can find out. But the main thing I wanted to talk about today is the schedule change. So once again, Thursday is like, part of it is what Sunday used to be, which is sessions in the morning, and the mixer night may end up on Thursday night where they have the mixer in the bar at the Juniper. Friday is probably going to stay exactly as it always has been. Keynote in the morning, Apple HQ and Apple campus, the spaceship campus. I'm presuming that's what I've presume. is going to happen on Friday still. And then the Expo Night. The Expo Night's really nice. The Expo Night has all the people, all the vendors that in the Final Cut Pro community. Lumberjack Systems will be there for sure. LumaForge, of course, will be there. There's no doubt about that. They're a big sponsor. CoreMelt, Roger from CoreMelt will be there. I always look forward to seeing him. One of the things we talked about over the last couple of years is Philip Hodges from Lumberjack Systems has called this the Final Cut Pro annual family reunion, and that's exactly what it is. Besides all the sessions, now I don't go for the sessions. I'm a Final Cut Pro trainer myself. I mean, I might stop in at one or two, but I don't go there for the sessions. What I go there for is to meet the Final Cut Pro team, talk with them, go to Apple campus to see the spaceship campus. That's always something that I really enjoy doing. But the other thing is meeting all the Final Cut Pros. All the Final Cut Pros from around the world, they come there. Last year we had, 4, 5, 6 guys from Australia that I've never met. Well, Ian Anderson I meet every year. He always comes up there. But some other ones that I haven't met, they were there last year. I don't think there was anybody from the UK last year there. I don't recall anybody from the UK, but we'll see if that changes this year. But I expect hopefully Ian's going to be there again. A lot of sessions. The sessions are all day Thursday and all day Saturday this year. So there's no more questions. I'm going to hop off here. I just wanted to give the information about the possible change from Thursday to Sunday, from Sunday to Thursday. So Thursday is the new Sunday, but the mixer from Saturday night is probably going to be on Thursday. That's the best I can tell at this point. Now, once again, that can change. The actual schedule has not been announced yet. The speakers that are going to be there has not been announced yet. But as that becomes available, I, of course, will come on here live and let you know. Let's see. Final Cut Pro Radio TV Live. I enjoy doing these live broadcasts, popping in here and there. Now, I'm going to get off and have lunch. I have 2 crab cakes waiting for me. So that's very important. Final Cut Pro is important, but a good lunch is also important. So that's what's going on for right now. I will pop back on here live whenever there's breaking Final Cut Pro news. Go to FCPRadio.com. The new podcast will be out in a couple of days. I got a new podcast, of course. So I was expecting a slow Final Cut Pro news summer, but so far, because of the Summit and the Mac Pro, it's been anything but slow. There's been a lot of Final Cut Pro stuff happening. Apple has it pre-announced that there will be an update to Final Cut Pro this fall. That will probably be either before the Summit or right at the Summit, which is typical. So that way, when we go to Final Cut Pro HQ, the Final Cut Pro team can present something brand new to us. One of the things I would expect sometime in this next couple of months is new numbers for Final Cut Pro seats. The last time they announced it was a year and 3 months ago at NAB. They announced 2.5 million seats that Final Cut Pro had. So at this point, there could be 3 million, could be 3.5 million. At some point, just the public arm of Apple will probably announce that. Once again, November the 9th, 7th through the 9th, Final Cut Pro Creative Summit put on by Future Media Concepts. I will be there again. Final Cut Pro Radio will be there. We'll be reporting live and everywhere we can. They also have a new thing this year where they are going to actually record the sessions on Thursday and Saturday. And they're going to record the keynote and anything that happens Friday morning. Not stuff that happens at Apple campus. That's not going to be recorded. It's not allowed. But all the sessions are going to be recorded, and the keynote will be recorded. That's what they're planning on. However, that's not going to be available to the public. At this point, that's just going to be available to people who go to the Creative Summit. Let me pull that up real quick. There is the two plans. Let me see, two plans. One of them is, here we go. One of them is, let me pull that up. So one of them is full conference pass, $925, plus your 10% off discount code. Use FCPX Radio 19 to get 10% off. That is just the full conference pass. If you want the recordings of sessions, because you can't, look, when you go to sessions, there's always 3 sessions going on simultaneously. You cannot go to all 3 sessions. So if you go to the one you want to go to, you can get recordings of the other 2 if you attend the summit. That's the idea here. The Final Cut Pro Creative Summit package is $995, which includes the recordings. So you're talking $1,000, 10% off with FCPX Radio 19. That's $900. You get recordings of all the sessions. These recordings are not going to be on YouTube. They're only for session attendees. The other thing, besides going to Apple campus and besides going to the Apple spaceship, was really, really good last year. We had a one-on-one session with a lot of the team from Final Cut Pro at the Juniper Hotel. They opened up, everybody came there, and we had a one-on-one session. We can ask them questions. They can ask us questions. It was one-on-one. That's one of the biggest things. I really, really hope that's going to happen again this year, because that was a big, big reason to go there. So that's it. That's it for today. I hope everybody has a good weekend. I will stop back in here if there is any breaking news, whether it's the weekend or not. I get some Final Cut Pros together on Saturdays sometimes. Last Saturday I had 4 of us on, and that video has 1,200 views at this point across platforms. So beware, on Saturdays sometimes I pop in with live events as well. Anyway, this is Richard Taylor from Final Cut Pro Radio TV Live. Stay tuned, and I will be back here live when there's more breaking news. Thanks for stopping by.